from together. Everything is just as the movers left it, but we have to hurry up and open all these boxes and break them down so they can come and pick them up. So basically we're just gonna have to take everything out, set it on tables so we can break down these boxes, see what's in everything, what's in them, and kind of organize it. I guess according to what unit I'm going to put them in. So all the big furniture pieces are gonna go over there up against this wall. I don't have my countertops so that I can create my desk. So we're just gonna stage it as best we can and we'll go from there. So let's see if I can get a bigger panoramic view. There. Pretty outside. That's a lot of stuff. Wish me luck. So this is what I have so far. I don't have to show you how to build these thing. Califax, I don't know, remember what it's called, but you all have one of these, right? So I put this as a divider. So I'm going to have like the main crafting area here. I put Big Martha here, although she's missing a leaf. She's gonna go in the middle. And that unit on the back is gonna be turned into my desk. So I have the, let's see. These right here. So this is the idea, what I'm going after. So I'll have two of these setups right here. At the bottom of this big unit. So all of that's gonna go up. Then I'll have this cabinet on the top. Then there's gonna be a countertop at the bottom and the Michael's other little units with the drawers at the bottom. And that's gonna be where my desk is gonna go. So this, once it's all put together, is gonna be a massive, I don't know, desk. I don't know what to call it, but so that's where my computer is gonna go. And then I have the shelves that go in here. And this little other unit is gonna get filled up again. And then this empty space at the top here is where my different boards that I have where I can pin things and do inspiration boards. That's what's gonna go there. So this is gonna be where I'm gonna set up for YouTube videos because the lighting from the window works great. That's gonna get filled out. And then this over here is gonna be kind of a reading area. I have a little couch. I'm hoping my husband pretty soon will be able to build me some shelvings that's gonna go on both sides, and I'm gonna fill it up with books. And my TV over here. So that's what I have so far. It doesn't look like a lot, but as we are putting everything together, we're gonna empty out a lot of these boxes and it's gonna be easier to move along. So that's where I am so far. I'm calling it a day. I'm so tired, but here's another little sneak peek, I guess, at the huge mess. So I started putting my baskets over here. I have those boxes still to open, but I'm sure there's gonna be some more moving around. And look at this. Oh my gosh. This is a 4x4 table and it's completely covered in stuff. I love how the IKEA shelf unit turned out. And I already started adding my paper over here, my paper packs. Look at that pretty view. And my little reading area. Of course, I have butterflies. I think I'm gonna put my lamp hanging right there because I'm gonna have probably another little chair there. I'm not sure yet, but. So we made some progress. We still have about, I don't know, maybe 10 more boxes to go. But for now, I'm gonna call it a day. It's time to go make dinner and feed the family. I don't remember where I left off. It's all a blur. So I'm gonna recap because of course I'm recording these, you know, with lots of days in between. So I don't remember what I said the last time. So we've opened all the boxes, all of them. Well, if there's one, but we're keeping that one. And everything is kind of in its place. All those need to be open, but those are my boxes. We just gotta get the moving boxes out because they're coming to pick them up. But the biggest change is this. Over the weekend, I went and got the, I don't know, cubbies, whatever these are called, from Michael's. And cut the, I don't know, it's a countertop. It's a cheapy one. And then I put that on top. It's still not attached to the wall, but, and I gotta put the glass that goes inside these cabinets. And it was a pain. I am dying. I'm sore because, you know, they say measure twice, cut once. Well, I measured 4 times, but I also had to cut twice to get the right size on the countertop so that everything can fit and I can make room for this rack right here so all my paper can go in there. So that has been the biggest change. I am waiting for my husband to finish reinforcing the end over here because it's kind of bending down a little bit. Everything is kind of tilting back, so it's not level. So because that top piece is really heavy. And he needs to cut a hole because my computer is gonna go here, so he's gotta cut a hole here so that the wires can go in there. But that's the piece that I have been waiting on. In the meantime, I keep working on the rest of the house. This little sitting area is gonna be really nice, and I've decided not to have him build the bookcases that I want right here, one here and one here, to fit all my books. These are all books. So I think to make it easier, although probably not cheaper, some IKEA bookcases that are gonna be on either side, and that's gonna be my little reading area there. The rest of the house is looking really nice. So I've put one photo, and my china cabinet is there. The island is that. And I don't want to have to go downstairs. There's the living room and the dining room. And I've brought up all the photos that still need to go up on the wall. I had an idea, well, it's not my idea, I saw it on Pinterest, to create a built-in bookshelves right here so that I can fill it up with books, and then I can put photos and stuff and just fill out this wall with all these photos. So there's still a few more things that need to be put away. A few things, a lot of things, but for now, that's the update. My chair is gonna fit there, and again, my computer is gonna go there. So I'm gonna start filling up everything else. And this wall over here has, yeah, I should have mentioned this earlier. So that's a Target little bookcase that's gonna go there, and I'm hoping to have my Cricut out on top of that. Little file cabinet. These two are going to be holding my loose pieces of paper, and this one will have all my punches and some wooden block rubber stamps, and then of course my two I don't know, what are these called? I don't know, whatever, but you know, that thing, and then this thing, and that's gonna be this entire wall, so it doesn't block anyone to walk around. That's my son's bedroom. That's the media room. This table here, I think I'm going to leave it in this direction, facing this direction, and just kind of pull it this way a little bit because it's too close to the wall back here, so I can kind of walk in there. And then the big table here is going to move a little bit more to that side. So when I sit here with my rolling chair, then I can pull it out and use that as my desk. And this one should be completely empty. That's it. I will maybe do some time-lapse videos as I organize the bookshelves. We'll see how it goes. Here's my progress so far. Still feels like I haven't done anything, but I have. Those boxes, those brown boxes are there. I've put my Cricut where I want it to go, my printer, and I'm planning to have kind of all the tools, you know, the machines and the big tools on top here. So they're out all the time, because really I don't have space for it anywhere. There's no storage where I can just close a door and hide them. So let's see. This table, I moved it where I think it's gonna go. So it's kind of, let's see, not quite in the center, because this is gonna be the main pathway to get to the media room. So I need to have a big opening here. And all I need is a space to get behind here. I have arranged all my paper here, the cardstock, colored cardstock, the 8.5 by 11s. I have all of those. They're not really moving more stuff out of the way. I had them in alphabetical order by color, so I still gotta do that. And then a couple of baskets. And this little thing, this is a new thing I got at a yard sale, so it's empty right now. But I love that it fits in there perfectly, and then that basket's still there. And then these two guys, I've had these for a while, and they were stacked on top of each other. But and this was the color I had chosen at that time, which I don't like anymore. So I kind of it had labels of what was inside, so I took it apart. So I got to repaint them, or at least upholster them. I just got to cover them back up with the right color paper. I put my washi tape here, although I have another big thing of washi tape right here. And let's finish here. These are these two new additions. Oh, well, so these have some stuff in. I can't even remember what's in them, so I gotta kind of go through them and make sure that what I am keeping and what I want it's in there. So that gives me some storage for all sorts of little bits and pieces. But these guys right here are gonna be a lifesaver for, again, all those little tiny little things that I have. There is a video which I have not posted yet, where I show you how I took them apart and I spray painted them. I got these at a yard sale for $3 each. My husband kept 3 for his workshop, and I kept these 2. So I've already started putting little things in here, and I'm telling you, they're going to come in really handy. So all I'll have to do is write down what's in them, because there's so many little drawers that it will be hard for me to know what's in them, so I gotta label them. And then I did this bookshelf here. all of my December dailies, which I need to add the year. And I like things color coordinated, but that means that the years are probably going to be off, so I'll have to make a decision if I want to keep them according to the years, which is the logical way to go. So these are the ones that they're not completed, so I can just grab them and start working on them. I have these little organizers for, I found these are yard sales and I spray painted them black. I have more stuff behind here. And I bought these little journal holders from scrapbook.com. So they're very cute, of course, not as cute as the ones I've made. If you follow me along, you probably saw a video where I showed you how to make these. I kept the template so I can keep making more. I just thought it was kind of funny. You know, they came up with their own version and they are very cute too. I do like mine better, and I'm good with what I have. I don't think I need any more. I've added all my little little journal here, pocket journals, and then the bigger ones here. And there's more. The ones that are full and completed, they're on the back. These are some that are still incomplete, my hiking journals. And then down here are bigger. These are two different planner. This is a planner, my current planner right now, which I'll take out and put in the in my desk once this area is done. And this was last year's Omni journal, I think I called it. Gosh, it's been so long. And then these albums from Webster's Pages that I need to fill up, because I'm going to do that for sure and just add all these pictures that I have in boxes. And then in here I have my older Creative Memories albums that I made a long time ago when I first started. These are, which are probably my favorite now, American Craft, just 12 by 12 scrapbook albums. A lot of them are not completed, which I will work on that. And then I organize all my paper, and everybody's been asking me about these racks, and I bought these when a scrapbooking store back in the day was going out of business, and I grabbed 2 of them. And you can't find these on Amazon. I'm gonna see if I can find the link, because I wanted another set, but they're like $250 each. So I was very lucky to find these for 75 bucks. So that's that cabinet there with the paper. This guy is still empty because, again, my husband's still on a business trip, and I need to wait for him to help me prop it back up. And so it's done, and it's gonna be my desk. Oh, these cabinets are empty, so I'm excited to fill them up, because all of this stuff is what's gonna go in there. And also inside these, it's empty, and on top. So these are only the cabinets that I have. So I gave up a lot of them when we moved. I had tons of them at the other house. So I have to consolidate and figure out really what I want to keep and what I'm gonna have to let go. I guess I didn't finish this. So anyways, those are my December dailies and my small little traveler's notebooks, some of the empty ones, and I will be filling these out. There's more empty stuff back here that I want to use, you know, my new December daily. And then I want to do a journal about the move, so I can add all the photos that I've been taking throughout this entire process. These are all my books, crafting books, patterns and florals. A lot of these ones are really big, so they had to go sideways, but these are that I've found at old bookstores, which are amazing. And then the last one here, this is more of the original Creative Memories albums that I did when the boys were babies, and my wedding and vacations. And there's my original wedding one. So that's that. And I've added back here, which this is meant to be the back of the table. So I had to make a decision and make this the front of it. And there's this big guy, and I know it's super messy. So all of this, I have to go through these boxes to make sure, oh shoot, that I can fit everything in there, see if anything that needs to go. And I did a lot of purging before I left, but I know there's still more stuff I need to go through. So all of that. And here, I kind of went through all my books already. I had 6 of those bins, and I'm down to 2, and those are all my Westward Pages empty albums and empty traveler's notebooks, empty planners. So it's the stuff that I don't know what I'm gonna do. I haven't decided if I'm gonna sell it because there's so many of them, but we'll see. And so my little reading area, hopefully soon we'll be able to get the 2 bookshelves that I want, one here and one over there. And then this is gonna be, like I said, a little reading area, and a little TV there, and all my photos that need to go on the rest of the house, but they're all piled up there so I can see what I have. And that's it. So really, the scrapbook space, the craft space, it starts here, and it's this half right here. That table, this table, the back wall, and this half wall, which should be absolutely plenty. So okay, I will do more updates and then do a final walkthrough once it's all done. Still working at it. There's other projects around the house that sometimes you know, take me away from this room up here, but whenever I get a chance I come up. And so there are some things like this cart is already done. I arranged and organized all the my punches, and the top is wooden block stamps. The paper is kind of organized, and I have open boxes or drawers that are empty, so that whenever I'm looking for a spot for something, I kind of know what's open. And I'm trying to keep everything organized in the sense that it makes sense. So my printer is here, so all the other printer and photos, supplies and stuff are gonna go here. Anything with regards to Cricut is gonna be up here, but there really isn't a lot other than the paper. What is this paper called? This paper right here. So I put all of these rolls here, transfer paper, or to create, you know, cutouts from with the Cricut. So again, all these little drawers are open so that I know what's in them and where do I still have space. This space over here is pretty much done. Again, all of these will be filled out as I come across bags that have just kind of like, you know, stuff like a whole bunch of little knickknacks that are gonna go organized in there. I had 5 of these, but really I don't have a space for all 5. They fit here perfectly, but only 3. So I'll figure out what I'm gonna do with the other ones. This my inspiration board is up. All of these tags were hung in here, so I gotta hang those. And there's some things again that are not like put away, like these little signs are gonna go up in a spot once I'm done organizing everything. And big 12 by 12 cases with paper or specific, you know, like I have one for Christmas, one for, I think it's like a Disney theme, so I kind of have them organized that way. All kinds of rolls and paper and contact paper in there. These bins are the ones that hold all my ephemera organized in little boxes, and they are labeled so I know what's in them. The table is still a mess, but it's way less way less than it was before. All that stuff needs to go on a wall unit that I haven't put up yet. Stuff like the typewriter needs a flat space, and really the only two flat spaces that I have is the table, that one, and then of course my desk, which is now been put together. So there it is. It's been fastened to the wall. There's a bracket up there holding everything securely. I've started putting baskets up there and filling up all these two little cabinets here. So the chair is there. It's gonna go there. It's a little bit higher than a normal desk, so I've had to put a little pad on the table, on the chair, so I can reach. And what else? I've started organizing things in the sense of when I come across things like these buttons, I have a lot of stuff to create buttons. So I'm gonna start putting them together because they're scattered all over the place. These things I bought a few packs, so I gotta put them together. These are all those things that again were scattered around, and I've been putting them as I find them in bags. And mailing stuff, mailing supplies are gonna start organizing in a way because those are gonna use a lot of space. And then here, there's just a lot of big stuff, big things. So I've been putting photos, any photos, loose photos that I find, put them in here. All the books and all magazines, and then frames and stuff that needs to be on the wall that not necessarily gonna go up on the wall, but. And then on top of here, I put just little decorative little pieces that, I don't know where they're gonna go yet. There's books. And I wanted to put all the big heavy things together, but this guy's not fitting anywhere. Another printer. I wanna make a second lampshade. There is a video here in my channel where I show how I made this. I love it, and I want to start making more and maybe offer them for purchase. So I'm starting to collect lampshades and lamps themselves. So there's one, and I have this little lamp here. It's an Eiffel Tower that doesn't have a lampshade, but I'm considering doing the same thing. And there was something else. Oh, this is what I have decided. Because although this is a big room, there's not a lot of, my storage is full. And what I'm gonna do is big things that I can't find a spot for it because I don't have a closet or anything like that. Like, for example, this Epson, it's a scanner that I have. Like this thing right here, I have these two big baskets that hold some bags that I had on my Etsy shop. They're these types of bags, and I use this one. Obviously is a trash. I have a smaller one here, and I usually keep this one on my desk, so when I'm crafting I can just put stuff in there. And there's even a smaller one. So that's what these are over here, and then some packaging supplies as well. These little bags, they were so cute. I added them to my Etsy shop, but not a lot of people like them. So they're just little baggies that you can organize your whatever supplies in them. So these big baskets, big items like that, I've decided that I'm going to create a skirt that's gonna go all the way around the table so that I can use the space underneath, because it's in a sense wasted space. So I'm going to find a pretty fabric and then put elastic or something around it so I can just fit it all the way around, and then that way I can use the underneath of it as storage for big items that I really don't have a spot for it. So that's the update. I'm just taking it one little bit at a time. So it was very obvious to me, obviously, but the color. everything that I'm coming across is like, I guess I subconsciously just, you know, obviously when you love a color, you just buy everything in that color. So the fabric, my tumbler there, this thing here, my table has been painted that color. I bought a new mouse pad, same color. That thing, see? Anyways, yeah, I was just realizing it was kind of funny that I'm always attracted to that color. Who isn't, right? It's such a pretty color. Anyways, I gotta get back to work. See you in the next video. I am so happy to announce that I am going to say that I am done with my room. There are a few little things here and there that I know I will have to adjust, but for the most part, everything has been put away has been put away, but there will be some reshuffling here and there as I get to work, right? As I start working on stuff, I will find things that that probably would have been placed in a better position or a better location. But for now, this is what the room looks like. This will be the final video where I will show you from beginning to end the progress that I've gone through to finish this craft room. I don't give you a lot of details on what everything is and where I put it. So I will kind of briefly do that right now. It would be a very long video if I showed you what's in every little box and everything, but you know, I don't want to do that. So we'll start over here. This will be my board where I will write things that I need to remember or words of inspiration. It's magnetic. It's funny, I bought this one and this one and this one here in Texas, I don't know, maybe 4 years ago, before I even knew that I was going to be moving here. My husband hung this little, I don't know, stand for me that my best friend's husband made for me one year, and of course it got destroyed during the move. The bottom piece fell off somewhere and it's nowhere to be found. So we're gonna have to figure something out, how I'm going to kind of cover up this unfinished edge. But this is where all my inks and my spray inks are, and a few Prima mixed media supplies, and my cute little fairy that I got at a state sale. I have my 2 carts. This one here is not completely done, but it's okay because I do want to leave it empty, because what I like to do is each of the trays will hold a certain project that I might be working on. So I will put everything related to that project in the tray, and so that way I can just take the tray out and work on whatever that project is. So this is one of those that is not completely done. That's a light box back there for photography. This cart here, this carpet makes everything get stuck. So this tray, and I'll go ahead and pull it even though it's... So this is my stamping cart. I have all of my stamps. I have these bags or pockets that I purchased before we came, and now I have to organize them. And this is what I mean by some things are going to get, you know, I'm gonna have to go through them, and of course now I can fit them in there the way they were. So these were my large stamps. These are smaller stamps. Down here I have more stamps, and eventually I will organize them by theme. And this doohickey, we all have one of these, right? And then all those are ink pads. These are stamps that I carved myself. More inking supplies, more carving supplies to make more stamps, more inks. And back here I have even larger stamps. This book is one where I have a lot of little smaller stamps tucked in little pockets. So the entire cart is for stamping. And then I have, you know, a few little containers here with pens, and these are tools for carving my own stamps. And these are just letters, letter stickers, miscellaneous. So if I'm ever looking for making a big title, this is where I have these. And so the top part here, I want to have a better way of putting all my big machines up. For now, I just have these pieces of wood that my husband gave me a while back, but I think I'm gonna have him make me something specifically that can go over both of them. And so I have my laminator, my Sizzix Big Shot, a few of the projects that I've worked on. The scary thing is I had all of my this altar book. I had all kinds of little things stuck in there, little things that I had done, and I don't know where they are. I really think there is a box missing of supplies, which is kind of scary. So I hope I do find them somewhere, maybe in one of those boxes on my IKEA unit, which I still gotta go through. So this is just a cute little girl that is half dressed. I need to complete her outfit. And again, these are just some projects that I work on that, you know, I can't put them away. They need to be out so they can be viewed. Everything has suffered a little damage here and there, see, that I will have to fix. But for now, I've been just cleaning and putting stuff away and decluttering. This basket set here contains wooden stamps on top, and these two cutters, and this is the Martha Stewart folding scoring pal. And then the other drawers just hold all my punches. This one here has paper. I had them organized that the two top drawers were double-sided paper, single-sided paper, specialty paper, and one of them was just scraps. So I'm, again, because everything got shuffled during the move, I'm gonna have to go through it. But that's gonna take a long time, and I kind of wanted to get this video completed because a few of you have been requesting to see how I accommodated everything. So this little unit here, it has kind of my printing tools, cameras, my Canon, selfie Canon, and supplies and materials, inks for the printer. Oops. And this one has all my die cutting tools and a few other things, some CDs, and all my inserts for the Big Shot. This one has bags, all sorts of little baggies, containers, and I have this little, I don't know, these, you know, these little boards right here. So I have it right here so I can change it up. And so I put the letters here. And then the bottom is just personal stuff, you know, paperwork and stuff like that. I went ahead and put my large Cricut 12 by 24, but the long ones, they're hanging right there because the Cricut machine is here. And that's another item that I am missing. All my 12 by 12 sheets for the sticky pads for the Cricut are nowhere to be found. So again, I keep thinking that there might be a box missing. These boxes, they're just filled with, you know, I mean, I haven't named all of them, but some of them do have the still contain the description of what's inside. So I had some dies, blank cards, mini album supplies. I have, these are brand new. And what I mean is I took everything out and now I'm replacing what's in them, so I have to label them as well. And then my punches for my my planner. And this one I found at a yard sale, which it was great. Cricut machine, my big, if you know what her name is, my oil dispenser, oil diffuser, sorry. And then over here I have this, it's actually an old IKEA kitchen table, but I've used it as part of my crafting area. Down here I have, most of these were labeled, and what it's on the labels is what's in there. So I have watercolor supplies, ink and gel, mixed media, my jewelry supplies, because of course I also work on jewelry. And those two, I'm not sure, because I don't have it, I don't have the labels because again, everything got thrown away. So apparently I have 2 mixed media boxes and clay molds. And then I have other stuff for painting and mixed media. So it's either watercolor or this little, they're kind of like watercolor pencils that I really like. More jewelry beads there, and then I have a cutter down there, a paper cutter down there. This box contains all of my dies, and that's an old record player. And I have a long reach staple because I have made my own journals, and that way I can punch the center. This guy eventually will get filled with ephemera. I found that at a yard sale, I'm sure. Finally, the top is clean. These little guys are new. I found them at the at Target, and I believe they were $5. So I have, again, all different kinds of supplies. These are X-Acto knives, double-sided puffy tape. Again, I kind of don't want to have to go through everything because this video will be forever, but you know, so I have all the essentials at reach. If you see frogs everywhere, it's because I love frogs. All kinds of little ephemera, same in here. This guy I got at Hobby Lobby, and I put inside mason jars, and I fill them up with, again, different tools. These are all mixed media tools, hole punches, glue, brushes, scissors. Just again, everything is kind of there and neat and organized. This basket contains very tall rolled up papers or different mixed media supplies. I have to figure out where I'm gonna be creating my my videos so I can use my stand again. So back here, this bag contains my lights for creating videos, which I have not set up. And then these huge 12x12 boxes contain my ephemera, which is organized in the smaller containers inside, which I can't show you. I know you've seen them in some of my videos, other videos. So those again are different projects that I have going for different albums. So I'm still working on my kids' elementary school big albums, 12x12 albums, and so all the supplies are inside one of those. So that's kind of what those are there. I have a old Sizzix die cut machine, and I also daddle, or I don't know how to say it, but I also dabble, that's the word. I dabble in ceramics. So I bought this guy. So when I'm working with air dry clay, that's what that's for, which I'm dying to get into because I love it. All right, over here, we have this pretty board that I don't remember if my husband made the frame. It's just molding. I might have found it at a yard sale. I can't remember. And then I put chicken wire on the back, and then I put fabric behind it. And so I just use little baby clothespins to stick all these little tags and little things that sometimes people give me. Like these were gifts. This one was written by someone that I met at Creativation about 4 years ago before COVID hit. And these guys are also new to my whole setup. I have had them for a long time, and then I just spray painted the tops. And so I have buttons and lace, and this is all seam binding that I bought. And these guys here are also new to the craft room. I talked about them earlier in all the other videos at the beginning, and they're pretty much full, and they're just whole, you know, little bits and things that I find that I don't have a lot of. Yes, this is a mini tape that I recorded my children's voices when they were little. I do have the tape recorder, and so I can listen to it. Anyways, those are filled up with all sorts of little bits and pieces, and they have come in handy because I can just kind of bend over and see what's inside of them. I've considered labeling them, but I don't think I will. I think I'm just going to leave them like that and just kind of peek inside and just grab, you know, figure out. These are all gift cards that are empty, meaning they don't have any value to them. I use them in mixed media. They're good to spread paint and things like that. These guys, I've had them for a while. They all look messed up like this because they had labels on them. I don't like the color, so I'm going to redo them and just kind of put different color paper on them. So that's why they look messy. Eventually I'll get to them, and you know, because now I have just different things in them. And so I will put new labels on them. All my washi tape, all my little, you know, knickknacks, cute little things that we collect or that people give you. And again, more frogs. All my 8.5 by 11 paper. It should have been alphabetically organized by color. And baskets with journals that I've made, other journal supplies, more paper, all the wooden, anything that's wood related, it's here for other projects. Because again, I'm kind of one of those people that I do everything. Wood projects, clay projects, a little bit of sewing, quilling, not quilting, but quill-in. And you know, so I ended up having to put all these little enamel dots and little puffy stuff in here because I had so many. So this little box came in handy. All my pretty napkins that I use for mixed media are in here. And this has tall letters and ephemera packs and chipboard packs from all sorts of companies. And I wish I could have those closer to my working area, but that's just kind of where they fit. Then this guy over here, I've answered a couple of questions, but so I love recycling. I love repurposing. I don't mind having to refinish something. And so this cabinet is a pair, a set of two, this one here and that one there. Those were going to be thrown away, but by someone that was moving, and my friend called me and she said, they're getting rid of these two pieces. Are you interested? And I said, yes. So I grabbed them and I painted them. And I wasn't going to bring them with me, but then once I saw the house, I knew that they would fit perfect in here. So they hold all my 12 by 12 scrapbook albums. These are some of the originals, like the originals creative memory ones that I've made since I started back in 1999. And all my books, pattern books, beautiful books, scrapbooking books, journals, journal supplies, some December dailies, some are finished, some are not finished. There's more supplies stuck behind them because I gotta use every space I have. Little containers up there that have some sewing threads, and I hate to show you inside, but let's be real, right? Because it's all about reality. That's my word for this year. So before I show you, so this piece here, this tall heavy thing, is part of our old entertainment center, and it used to be brown. And so when we upgraded to a bigger TV, the old TV didn't fit in here anymore. So my son was using that, and then I told him, sorry dude, I need that to make my crafting, my scrapbook area. And he was okay parting with it. So it was a dark brown color, and I spray painted it white, super heavy. So I knew that I wanted that to go there. My computer was gonna go in the middle, just like you see there. And so I bought a cheap countertop made out of plywood from Lowe's. And we cut it to size, and very painfully, and oh my gosh, trial and error, we got it up there. And it's screwed into the wall. So I needed something for the bottom to support it. So I bought 2 of these units, and we got these at Michael's. That one there and this one here. And because there were some item or some big pieces that I could not bring from my old scrapbook room, these worked out great because obviously they gave me the extra space that I needed. So that's how this humongous thing came together. Those were free. That was from our old entertainment center. And then I bought those 2 from Michael's. And so I'll show you inside. It's not completely painted because see how it's not finished. But it's okay. It's close, and it was using a lot of paint, and I was actually running out of paint and out of time. So again, there's just more stuff in there, more mixed media. There's some glue, some paints, some cards, you know, those cards that you like by Maggie Holmes or whatever, and you can have those to send out as birthday cards. Those baskets up there are just again fill up with supplies. Oh wait, gotta show you my other frogs. He's so cute. And then there's this little girl here, this little frog here. And so my plan is to put some words, something, I don't know what yet, but something in here, probably that I will use the Cricut to cut and just kind of stick it up there. So here is what I have on my desk. Another frog that my son printed on his 3D printer that got broken. I have to glue her little leg. So there she is. And then, like I said, this is my one little word for the year, reality. And I do make something every year with the word in it. These flowers actually came from Magnolia when I visited Waco like 4 years ago, and here they are. This little vase here, I have to tell her because everything has a story. This little lamp base, which is the Eiffel Tower, came from El Salvador. My uncle knows I love everything Paris. And so he sent it to me, and it was hot pink, so I spray painted it black. And I just recently found this lampshade, which is not gonna stay this color. And I'll show you what I'm planning to do with it. It'll probably be another video, I don't know, maybe. And more stuff up there, those XOXO letters, because apparently I have a thing about XO. XO. Eventually they'll get, I don't know, covered in fabric or decoupage or something. And that is one of the things I made using air dry clay. How cute is that? I think it's cute. So I just made it. I made it wide at the bottom so it would stand. Hung this little heart, and of course I have a stencil, a stencil? A template to make butterflies with air dry clay, and then I painted it, and that's it. That's one thing I made. And then all my traveler's notebooks, there's 2 rows, one on the front and one on the back. More over here. And these are those, I know I mentioned it in another video, these are the containers, the little little boxes that I made, and then now they're being made by someone else. They were so popular, but so at least I made the template, and I can keep making more. All my Webster's pages, journal, big albums. So again, these are all my my journals. And then in here I have more 12 by 12 albums. Look at how many. This is stuff that it's probably, most of it is already done, completed. I don't need to work on them anymore. All my paper kits. Let me move this out of the way. So these are paper packs. So I can I had them organized by theme. I kind of did it, you know, Halloween and traveling and summer and fall, that kind of stuff. So Webster's, but I want to tell you, these were by Freckled Fawn, which I love. More journals. This, I still have some extra space, so you know, as I come across more stuff that I will just add things that I kind of need to have close by. So all of my other paper pads, the smaller paper pads, those are 6 by 8, and these ones are 6 by 6. Glitter, lots of glitter, and more mixed media, just supplies. And of course, over here is my cutter. All of this is filled up with, you know, necessary things that are important to have close by. Some of you asked me about these paper racks. I got these at a store called Tall Mouse in California that went out of business a long time ago, and so they were getting rid of all of their fixtures, and I got 2 of those, which I was so happy to have, because oh my goodness, they just save so much space. Okay, now I'm almost done. Maybe. My big beautiful table. I love it. I found it through Craigslist a long time ago, and I think I paid like $30 for it. And it's a 4 by 4, so it's 4 feet all the way across. So it's a pretty large table. And all the big supplies and big things are now hiding underneath the skirt. So there is some shipping supplies, envelopes, my sewing machine is there, my sewing kit is there. These are some other stuff that I had on my Etsy shop, all these cute little bags. I have a basket full of them. My new, of course, it has to be the pretty turquoise color that is everywhere in this room by We Are Memory Keepers, I think, right? It's brand new. I just opened it. So that's in there. My vintage typewriter is back there. So all sorts of little, you know, traveling bags and things like that, watercolor kits. in that blue bag that there should be a video on how I made that. What's the inside, how I did the inside to hold all the watercolor supplies. So on the center, I have this Lazy Susan. And then I have a 2-tier little thingy. A 2-tier, I don't know, tray. And Bob Ross sitting there. So I have pencils and some stuff that, you know, this is the cutest little, it's supposed to be a pencil holder, but it's a little trailer. It's not deep enough for pencils, so I'm putting some smaller scissors and tweezers. Why is it that I can never remember words when I'm talking here? And again, just all kinds of little stuff that I can use and grab as I'm working. I have this one here, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep it here. It's a second Lazy Susan that I found at a yard sale that I just love. It's so beautiful. Whoever did it, you know, did a great job. It's just so pretty. And this guy here, it is almost full of stuff, so this will be handy to keep here. The chairs, I just found them like 2 days ago at a vintage store. So I bought 2 of them. He had 2 of them, and I think they're gorgeous. But I'm going to reupholster them. The fabric that's under the skirt here used to be curtains in my old house. So I recycled those, and I had this piece that's brand new. I never got to use it, so I have enough to reupholster both of the chairs. And these pillows were in the couches over there, but you know, my decor changed, so now they're gonna be up here. So if I have a friend coming over to craft with me, I have an extra chair and we can both sit here and craft all afternoon. The last piece is this guy over here, and this is the IKEA, whatever it's called. I don't remember. I never remember. Let me move this chair out of the way. Of course, my little vintage Christmas tree. I love this little pink vintage ornaments, and they're truly, truly vintage. They're glass. So, of course, it's up year-round. I gotta show you my self-portrait. It's kind of bad lighting right now, but so I drew that. It was a photo of me in our old backyard, and so I had to put it here. And my collection of clocks, because if you follow me, you know I have a thing about time. And my gloves. And so this guy's over here. I don't know what's in everything, in all of them. I do know some of them, but things got shuffled. So I still kind of have to go through them and kind of reorganize what's in them. And so I labeled them. I just did this like 2 days ago and put these numbers, and I will create a list of what's inside of them. Most of the, like 4 of them have paper kits, and they're all in baggies, so that I can just grab it and everything is in the bag. One of them is specifically for all my December daily stuff. One of them has envelopes. This one here is full of fabric. That one, number 16, is all ribbon. And that's all I remember. So once I type up the little cheat sheet that tells me what's inside of them, I hung this little clipboard. It's not a clipboard, it's a frame that I got at, oh, it was a paper, it's a French word, I can't remember. It was a paper store that was going out of business just recently, and they were closing the store. I don't know if all of them closed, but anyway, so it just has a little clip here, and then I'm gonna hang my little cheat sheet that tells me what is inside each one of the cubbies. So I bought 2 of them. I have this one here, And I have the other one right here, which right now it holds a card that a dear friend wrote to us when we left California. And so I have that here, but I'm planning to put quotes. You know, I love quotes, so I can switch it up all the time. And then I can have a new quote added there. And yeah, I went through all of that. I just pinned this. This is a little project that we made with friends. We went on a girls trip, and this is just one of those cheapy rulers that you can buy at Home Depot. And then we glued on all these corks, wine bottle corks, and you can push pins on them. And so I put these little metal tags to put photos, and two, of course, got damaged on the way during the move. So I have them, so all I have to do is glue them on. All right, almost done, I promise. This is the last area that I will show you because it's still part of the craft room. This whole thing was gonna be the craft room, starting from here all the way across. But you know, the more space you have that need to fill it up with stuff. And I thought, you know what? From there to here should be enough. Should be enough. I mean, it is ridiculously enough, the amount of space I have. And so I've been very good at kind of reorganizing and getting rid of stuff and truly keeping what I need. And the other thing is I've completely stopped buying supplies because I don't need any more. I need to use what I have. Obviously we're here and I need to be, you know, just better. So I'm going to use what I have. The only thing that I don't feel bad buying is tools. So if I buy a die, you know, or a new punch, because those, once you have them, you know, they'll go away. But when it comes to ephemera and inks and things like that, I've kind of slowed down because I need to use what I have. So I made this section over here because obviously the entrance goes like this. So this was completely open. I put this here because it just created the perfect divider between that room and this room over here. On the plans, when they build the house, they actually call this the playroom or the game room. But of course now it's the craft room. This little chair, which I love, I bought it at the same time I bought those two. The guy gave me a super great deal. So of course I'm going to rework it. And I have this fabric that I'm going to put in here because although this is pretty, it's very damaged. And I have to add a little better padding because it's not that comfortable. So this unit came from the trash. Someone had put it on the curb over there in California. My friend grabbed it for me and I repainted it. And how do you say it? Lo and behold, something like that. It matches the color of everything else. I was telling my mom, it used to be in our bedroom, and I go, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm probably gonna have to repaint it. And then this little wall here, I wasn't planning to put anything in here, but then it just kind of felt empty. So I go, oh my goodness, it needs to go here. And of course, like I said, look at the color there, the color over there, the gloves, my table, and the boxes. It fits perfect. I gotta go through all the drawers because there's all sorts of junk in there. I have to reorganize it, and I know I'm gonna end up you know, getting rid of some things. So this will hold more supplies from the craft room if I don't have space, or if I want to kind of, you know, make things a little bit more spread out. So I just put all kinds of photos, and I could not get rid of my big jar of shells. And so this is going to be my reading area. So on the other side of this guy, it's no big deal. I was okay leaving it like that. And so right now I have these two little I don't know, things hanging. I got these at IKEA, and they are meant to, you know, hang art like this. So of course, since I love everything French, I have the map here of France, and of course I love butterflies, so I have my butterflies. I have bicycles on the side, on the other side, because bicycles are happy. And on this side, I have a collection. This was made by a dear friend that I met here through Instagram, and she made this for me. And then I bought these, they're little, you're supposed to put a tea light in it to light up this little house. And it says peace over here. And then this one, same, because I thought they were so beautiful. So I can add a little tea light there. And this one says joy. And then of course, my frogs. This was a gift from my father-in-law. And it's a musical box. This one was a gift from my son. And this one is butterflies because I love butterflies. And that chair was a gift from my husband's stepfather. It's a beautiful heavy-duty chair, so I brought that with me. And that couch I bought through Craigslist. And as I've said many times on the previous videos, there's going to be 2 bookshelves, one here and one here. Let me see if the lighting gets better here. And so all the books that are on the floor, they're gonna go in there, but I have to wait until we can buy the 2 bookshelves. They're from IKEA. I've already looked them up. So they're gonna go there, and there's gonna be 2 of these lamps. So this beautiful lamp shade I made, and there is a video here on my YouTube channel on how I made it. So this one's a little bit smaller than that one. That one is way bigger. My friend was getting rid of that, and I grabbed it. And so I hung that one. It's a funny story. Anyways, this one was hanging there, and then I tried this one. I bought the wrong cable, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have to go back to IKEA and get another one. So, and the cool thing about it is that the lamp is plugged into the system that everybody, you know, a lot of people have at home, and I'll show you. Alexa, turn the plug on. And she turns the light on. So I have a smart plug. Alexa, turn the plug off. At the other house, I used to just tell her to turn the lamp on, which that's what I want. So I got to figure out how to stop saying plug and make her understand that I want to say lamp. And my little TV, a few other little things. All of those are Echo Park kits and some Felicity Jane kit boxes that I kept. And so all the kits are in there, and just other supplies in there. And then this is gonna go, this clock is gonna go up here, and I have all my photos that I haven't hung yet, but I won't show you that. I'm hoping that, so that's all my knitting and crocheting, because yes, I also love to knit and crochet. And here in Texas, winters are definitely cold, so that's when I get the bug to knit and crochet. Speaking of crochet, these are new. If you saw the post on my Instagram, I just made these while we were waiting here in Texas for our house to be done, while we were at the apartment. I figured out how to knit. Yeah, no, it's crochet, not knitting, crocheting. So I made 2 of those. And it happened to match this rug, which I bought a gazillion years ago, and I finally get to use it. So I think this is such a cozy little area. My reading area that kind of spills, you know, the crafting supplies kind of spill over onto this side, but that's okay. And this little pillow here is for my dog. He is not here. He is still in California. And I'm actually going to be traveling there, driving back in a couple of weeks to go pick him up. And that is it. Oh my goodness, 45 minutes. I am so sorry. Feel free to fast forward. So anyways, guys, that is my craft room. I'm gonna back up here, not fall down, so you can kind of get a little bit of a view of how everything looks. So I have enough area to walk around, and I am very, very, very happy with it. If you have questions, if you want to know something more specific about it, let me know. I've kind of, try to keep it specific. Look, there's another frog. So guys, thank you again. I hope you found it useful. Let me know if you have any questions. Again, everything is all about recycling, repurposing, keeping your space happy so that you're happy and you have a hobby, something to work on, something to keep your mind busy. Crafting keeps your mind healthy and your heart happy. That's what I always say. So I hope to, now that I'm done, I hope to start actually crafting in this place. Although there's still a few spaces in the house that need my attention, I'm gonna try and make room, space or time, make time so that I can start working on some new projects that I can start sharing with everyone. So thank you again. If you have any questions, let me know. And I hope to start catching up and start sharing more often because I've been gone for way too long. In the meantime, XOXO, take care. I'll talk to you in the next video.